Wrestling bout with Mohiddin Tamboli and Chains in Life. To return to other stories of Baba, there was a wrestler in Shirdi by name Mohiddin Tamboli. Baba and he did not agree on some items and both had a fight. In this, Baba was defeated. Thenceforth, Baba changed his dress and mode of living. He donned kafni, wore a langot or waistband, and covered his head with a piece of cloth. He took a piece of sackcloth for his seat, sackcloth for his bed, and was content with wearing torn and worn out rags. He always said that poverty is better than kingship, far better than lordship. The Lord is always brother, befriender of the poor. Gangagir was also very fond of wrestling. While he was once wrestling, a similar feeling of dispassion came over him, and at the proper time he heard the voice of an adept saying that he should wear out his body playing with God. So he too gave up samsara and turned towards God realization.
He established a mutt
On the banks of the river near Punatambe and lived there with disciples. Sai Baba did not mix and speak with the people. He only gave answers when he was questioned. By day, he always sat under the neem tree, sometimes under the shade of a branch of a babul tree near the stream at the outskirts of the village. In the afternoon, he used to walk at random and go at times to Nimgaon. There he frequented the house of Balasaheb Dingle. Baba loved Mr. Balasaheb. His younger brother, named Nana Saheb, had no son, though he married a second wife. Bala Saheb sent Nana Saheb for taking darshan of Sai Baba, and after some time, with his grace, Nana Saheb got a son. From that time onwards, people began to come in numbers to see Sai Baba, and his fame began to spread and reached Ahmednagar. From thence, Nana Sahib Chandorkar and Keshav Chidambar and many others began to come to Shirdi. Baba was surrounded by his devotees during day and slept at night in an old and dilapidated masjid. Baba's paraphernalia at this time consisted of a chillum, tobacco, a tamril or tin pot, long flowing kafni, a piece of cloth round his head, and a satka or short stick which he always kept with him. The piece of white cloth on the head was twisted like matted hair and flowed down from the left ear on the back. This was not washed for weeks. He wore no shoes, no sandals. A piece of sackcloth was his seat for most of the day. He wore a kaupin or waistcloth band, and for warding off cold he always sat in front of a dhuni or sacred fire, facing south, with his left hand resting on the wooden railing. In that dhuni he offered as oblation egoism, desires, and all thoughts, and always uttered Allah Malik. God is the sole owner. The masjid in which he sat was only of 2-room dimensions, where all devotees came and saw him. After 1912 AD, there was a change. The old masjid was repaired and a pavement was constructed. Before Baba came to live in this masjid, he lived for a long time in a place, Takia, where with ghungur or small bells on his legs, Baba danced beautifully, sang with tender love.